After a few hours of hard enduro on the Sherco, my clutch hand is destroyed.
So I made the clutch pull 40% lighter using trial bike springs in the clutch. But less than an hour into the ride, I had to take the whole thing apart on the trail.
Today, I'm gonna experiment with something I've never heard anybody do, but I figured I'd give it a shot. I took the clutch springs out of my trial bike and I'm putting them in my Sherco. But are they too soft for a serious enduro bike? Let's find out.
Original clutch pull was 13 pounds. I measured it with a luggage scale. With the trial bike springs in, it comes in just under 9 pounds of clutch pull. So I've already tested these springs out and it held pretty well. I need to find out if they'll hold up over the long term because heat is something that builds up slowly. You can't just do a quick test and call it good. To be completely honest, it felt so good and so normal while doing this sprint enduro test that I didn't even think to mention or stop and record anything. Next, I headed down to do some of the more hard enduro lines that I have.
Okay, so I got the camera here for my clutch. You can see that working or not working. Well, don't know. We'll find out. It's been good so far, but I haven't done anything technical. So we're gonna head up this, do a little switchback. Yeah, it's a fun line, but it definitely requires a fair bit of clutch work. So you can see that I just don't have enough spring pressure to grip. So I'm letting out the clutch and nothing's happening. So what I'm gonna do is obviously keep going up. I'll go back down and I'll reinstall the stock clutch springs and see the difference. Should be good. That's a bummer, I'm not gonna lie. I was really excited about making that change and having it work, but that's just the reality. It didn't. So I'm gonna swap these out for the stock ones, which I have in the backpack here. Gotta be careful not to touch that pipe. 4-stroke life is 4-stroke hot. Gotta readjust my engagement point. No big deal.
So the big takeaway here is that you can't just go out and do a short ride and assume that the thing that you did is good. You really have to put your parts to the test because heat creeps in slow. And once things get hot, things expand, things change. And that's what happened here. Prepare for failure, don't expect it, but assume that the thing that you did is going to break and just kind of prepare for that. So keep your stuff organized and on you if you can.
Well, there's always a weak link. Today, I fully planned on doing a bunch of tests, but I started with the slow technical stuff because that's really where this was a problem. And that's where we ended. There really was no point going any further than that. So I don't want to waste your time and make a whole video and act like I did a bunch of stuff that I didn't do. The truth is, the clutch springs were in fact too soft, sadly. So yeah, I had to put the stock ones back in as you saw, and we're back to, where we started. It's not a big deal. This is just not a hard enduro bike. This is a sprint enduro, so fast paced, flowy, and it is epic for that. So maybe I should stop trying to change the bike to what I want it to be and just enjoy it for what it is.
And while you enjoy a couple of fails, I realized that those were 1 millimeter shorter and that maybe if I use shims, it isn't the softness that's the problem. I don't know, stay tuned for the next one and see if that works.